Today we're going to be showing you how to paint the power armour for one of the Death Guard Vectorums. This one's called the Weeping Legion and it's a bone white colour scheme with green trim. Now to do it, what you should do is undercoat your miniature using Death Guard green spray, which you can see is exactly what I've done just here. And this will both undercoat and base coat the miniature, the first colour that we need straight away. But it's a good idea to have a pot of Death Guard green on hand just in case you make any mistakes and you need to neaten up. Now beyond this, you'll need Rakkar flesh to start blocking in the lighter areas of the armour, and then Athonian camo shade to shade the armour as well. After that, we're going to go back to Rakkar flesh to make the light parts a bit lighter and cleaner again, but then we're going to highlight the green parts using Ogrin camo, and then the white parts using Pallid Witch flesh. So starting out then with Rakkar flesh, I'm going to be applying this with a medium layer brush, but it's a good idea to have a small layer brush on hand as well. The Plague Marine miniatures do vary quite a lot from model to model, and some of them have very intricate detail for these parts, so a small brush is a good idea. But what you want to do here is just thin your paint down so it's nice and smooth, and that you've got a good tip on your brush, kind of like that. And when you're ready, all you do is start blocking in the flat areas of the armour. So a great example of this is on the legs here, so I'm just going to start painting it in these areas here, going up to the trim but leaving the trim green. And with this colour you will need to apply 2 thin coats. Once you've finished blocking in the Rakkar flesh, you're now ready to shade all over your miniature with Athonian camo shade, and you want to get this to settle nicely in the recessed detail, but keep it as thin as possible on the flatter panels as well. And once you finish doing this, give your miniature about 40 minutes to dry. Once the shade's completely dry, we're going to go back to Rakkar flesh, but this time apply it a little bit more carefully. What you want to do is avoid all the recessed details where the shade settled the most. So for example, around here where it meets that trim, you can see the shade settled there, so I'm just going to leave that dark line still showing, so we've got some nice definition. Same is true going around these rivets here like that, and also any pitted bits you have in the armour, such as these recesses, leave those bits darker as well. With that done, we're now ready to begin highlighting with Ogrin camo first of all for all the green details, and all you do is use a small layer brush to run this along all the sharpest features of these parts. And finally, we're ready to highlight all the white details using Pallid Witch flesh. You want to follow along all the sharp edges once more, but be sure to pick out all the rivets too. And there we are, that's the main colour scheme for the Weeping Legion complete, and this model's now ready to have the remaining details painted in. So I hope you guys enjoyed that one, and I hope you have fun painting it on your Plague Marines, and we'll see you all again very soon.